Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm your host, Adam, and I'm joined here today with a lovely guest. Just kidding. She's a host.
No, I'm the fucking co-host, bitch. My name's Kelley.
Oh, man. So, for those of you just tuning in, for the noobs, I'm kidding. We're not going to go there. Now I'm going to tell the story about your best friend.
Okay.
So, we are hanging out at your best friend's house. Now, keep in mind, there is...
Okay. Let me preface this by saying I have been best friends with this woman for around 7 years.
Longer than that, I feel like. Really?
Maybe longer. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was comparing it to our relationship. No, about a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met her while I was in nursing school. And we instantly clicked, okay? Because I'm not funny, okay? I'm not a funny
Jesus
person.
Christ.
I told a joke to her and she fucking laughed, okay? And that's how I got her hooked to be my best friend, okay? She thought I was the most funny person on that unit, okay? And that's how we clicked. We would make our schedule, so we worked on the same night. We were called the Dream Team because we were very good at our jobs, always did what we were supposed to, and did it excellently, okay? We were exceptional.
So, for a couple of years, well, they've known about our lifestyle almost.
Yeah, we've told them, like,
exclusively.
the first time we told them, their poor little faces were like, what? You do what now?
Yeah, but it wasn't from like a judgmental way.
Yeah,
and I
it
feel
was
like,
just like more of an astonishment.
yeah, and I feel like relatively quickly they kind of gained interest in potentially participating.
They were
not necessarily
intrigued.
with us, but maybe with like other part.
Yeah,
So
and they're one of the reasons we moved back to the area.
No. They're one of the reasons you moved back to the area. I moved back to the area because you wanted to.
And look where we are
And you cracked
now.
a whip. So, but they're great people. Her
They really
husband
are.
thinks I'm hilarious. I mean, can you blame him?
And we've been doing this thing recently where we try to hang out at least once a week because we both need time away from our jobs. She's a stay-at-home mom. She needs time away from her kids to just be herself. And totally understandable. Usually we bring either dinner or some type of dessert snack or sometimes both. And we always end up smoking weed and getting high and just like talking about life. And it's fucking awesome. Like I tell her all our swinger stories. She tells me about her kids. And I don't want children. And I praise to the heavens women that are mothers, okay? Because that shit is the hardest thing anyone can ever do, okay?
No, thank you. And I don't mean that as in like a sexist way. I mean that as in like we don't want kids.
Yeah, we personally do not want children, and I completely worship her job and her mental space. Like, she does such a great job. She is such a good mom, but the way she talks about her kids sometimes makes me fucking die, okay, laughing, because it's just like I can't believe some of the shit her kids do and how she deals with it. It's hilarious. I love it.
So, kind of going back the last, 4, 5, 6 months, her husband and I had been kind of sharing photos of each other's wives in videos. For example, he showed me him pounding her ass from doggy style. I'm not talking her pussy, her ass. Okay. Like a fucking champ, she was taking it. Okay.
Okay, good for her.
And so then, I'd show him some of you and whatnot. And
Doing what? Like, what did you show him?
I don't remember specifics. I just remember that one video and he showed me quite a bit. So
he see me completely naked.
yeah, probably.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. And then we were hanging out so they were house sitting, a house with a pool. And we got to playing like truth or dare in the pool. And this particular lady has a wee bit of a crush on you.
Like, she's bisexual. She likes girls.
Yes.
And I do too.
But at this particular moment in time, she hadn't really had an experience to our knowledge other than like kissing a girl and quoting Katy Perry.
Yeah.
So we are well aware of the fact that you two are into each other and so wanted something to happen. And he felt like did too, but is, nervous.
Yeah, which is understandable.
To the point where it's kind of it felt like the direction that he was going was more so like trying to nudge her.
Yeah.
So while we were playing Truth or Dare, like we kept trying to do like more sexual dares and stuff like that.
Tell.
And you guys did too, because you got me and him to kiss and touch tips.
That was fucking awesome.
But we got you guys to make out topless a couple times,
Yeah, all the guy stuff.
Fast forward another month or so, nothing really other than like you two might you might have fondled each other's boobies.
Her boobies are nice.
They are. They're very nice. She was so like in her own head or like uncomfortable or whatever. I don't even know if that's the right word. Nervous is probably the right word.
Yeah.
That like only you got to see her boobs. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine.
Like, I have to say, they're a very attractive couple.
Yes.
Like,
yes, they is.
Like, damn, I have hot best friends.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Especially the one with the kid that has like the St. Jude issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like she goes to St. Jude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to try to like pronounce what it is that this child has. But that child's mother.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I have hot friends.
Yeah, you do.
But not really.
Oh my God. Okay, so fast forward like another month or two, and we are visiting their house.
And I go there this weekend with the intent, not this weekend, this weekday, of asking her to be my maid of honor.
Oh, yeah.
That was that
the thing.
night.
So, little context, Kelley and I are married.
We've been married for 2 years.
But we've never had a ceremony other than like the little, essentially a courthouse wedding.
Uh-huh.
And that's something that you want. So we're trying to make that happen.
Yeah, we're trying to have like a little ceremony and a reception, like have the party element of our wedding that we didn't get to because we got married in 2020 during a pandemic.
So hence why you're asking her to be your maid of honor.
Yes.
We go there and there is a little bit of like sexual tension there.
Was there?
Yeah. Like we were kind of trying to play like strip poker and like.
You really wanted to play strip poker.
No, listen, I wasn't the only one. Your best friend even said that she wanted to, but she was nervous.
Because it's a huge thing. And her kids were literally in the next bedroom.
Yeah. As I was fucking her later that night too.
Oh my God. Okay.
The best friend, not the kids. That's important to say. And so nothing happened. No clothes were removed.
Yeah, nothing. Like I gave her the little surprise box that asked her like, would you like to be my maid of honor? And I filled it with like a little bottle of champagne, some little goodies and stuff like that. And it was real cute. I loved it. And like, it was like a normal, any other hangout week. We said our goodbyes and we were on our way home.
No. We were home.
Oh, yeah, we were home.
Like, we had just gotten in the house. I think you were paying bills or something.
Yeah.
Responsible in your office. And the husband texted me on Facebook and was like, hold on, let me just pull it up.
You have the message still?
It's Facebook messages. It doesn't delete like Snapchat. So let me see here. Okay, so he said, out of the blue, like we hadn't even talked about playing, the three of us, 4 of us even. So we get home, and at 12:12 a.m., go Hawks, on August 1st, he sent me a message out of the blue right after we got home from their house and said, she wants you first. Can you come back right now? I've got to get up for work early, so it kind of has to be now. And I said, what? Call me. Are you for real?
Are you for real?
He says, yes, she's so nervous that she almost sick about it, but yes, she couldn't do it earlier. To which I replied with, I need verbal confirmation. So he called me.
Yeah, and I was listening in the background.
We talked it all out.
Yes.
And I was like, are you sure? She got on the phone and was like, yes, I'm sure, but you could tell she was nervous as fuck. And I'm still kind of bewildered quite a bit.
Yeah.
I got your blessing. Because apparently it wasn't going to be a foursome, full swap, any of that.
Just fine.
And I double checked with you. I think I might have even triple checked with you. Like, are you sure? Like, this is your best friend?
Yeah, you did. You like triple, quadruple checked.
Listen, that is a thing. That is a dynamic in a play scenario that you don't even dream of because unless it's a lifestyle best friend, it feels like it's completely unattainable.
Yeah, like it's never going to happen.
Yeah. So I never even dreamed of it. Like I even told her husband earlier that day, I was like, even if she was into me, I don't know that I could because like your friendship.
Yeah.
And probably a few other things. But then he's like, yeah, come fuck my wife. I'm like, what? So I get there and they have like their house is oddly designed. I think it was essentially like a duplex that has now been merged into one long house. And so I had to go to the side door. That's also a room in there, the door for the bedroom. And I get there. I'm like, here's our boundaries. What are yours? We go over that. I was like, okay, condoms, got them right here. You know, just ripped one open, like not all the way, just enough to where in the heat of the moment I could get it out easily. Shout out to Brian and Brenna for the tip. No pun intended. So she's kind of in the middle of their bed. The husband is on the left side of the bed, and I kind of like walk over. We make small talk for about 30 seconds. I'm like, well, are you nervous? Put my arm around her, and I'm like, can I kiss you? So then we start making out. And I feel like my facial expression is Niles Crane when he's like bewildered and doesn't know what to say. Like, that's holy shit. And so making out turns into her rubbing my penis through my short. Well, I think I had my shorts off at this point. And so then we transition. So I'm going down on her.
Your face right now is like,
sorry. This is just so, whoa. Okay. So I'm going down on her and she's blowing her husband, who has a really nice penis. You know, I'm going down on her for 5 minutes maybe, and then put the condom on and we start having sex. I didn't know how to say that without just like sounding weird. Like my mind was kind of drawing a blank. So we're doing missionary while she's blowing her husband, who is like on his knees. But like, you know, if I looked up, I'd be looking him in the eye.
Did you look him in the eye?
I think so. But like, you know me. Like, you know me and him. We love to like, I love to make him laugh.
Yeah, you like to crack jokes in the middle of situations like this.
Listen, there's something that happened during PodBash and one of the full swap of PodBash where they had like a radio going on and it was like songs from like high school and middle school. And so like on occasion I'd like the lyric would come up and I would know what it would be. So I'd be like, and so then I would say it and go right back down to eating pussy or whatever it was that I was doing. So anyway, back to the story. I look up at the husband while your best friend is blowing him. You know, he's like, you want some help?
Stop.
And I'm comfortable with this guy. He's comfortable with me. That's the only reason I said it. Because if it had been like, I don't know, someone who is completely
like homophobic or something would
I
be
never
like,
would have said
yeah.
it. But I know this guy. We're good friends. And he was like so tense. I don't even think he laughed. I think he was just like shook his head no.
I can just see him doing that too.
But like
What?
But we're pretty close. Like, for example, during their last baby shower, we're leaving and, you know, we're across the way from each other as we're headed towards the door. And he's like hollering at me. He's like, hey, thanks for coming. And I turned around and said, no, thank you. Because, you know, without him coming, we wouldn't be there.
Yes.
You know, so we make jokes like that to each other and he's comfortable with it. He laughs. So anyway, then after like a couple minutes of missionary, the husband gets her on her side and kind of like a spoon fuck. So me, being the foot fetish that I am, start sucking her toes. And it was great. It was phenomenal. And her feet are like really pretty, but she calls them her crusties. And there's nothing crusty about them, okay? So now every time I see her, I'm like, I jokingly say, show me them crusties. So then she'll take her foot out of her shoe. It's nice.
Yeah.
So then somehow we transition into the DP. I was on bottom, and the husband could be pretty aggressive, but like he was in her booty hole. And it's the exact same layout in the scenario. I'm on bottom. The lady is on top of me, face to face, and then the husband is entering her butthole from behind. Your best friend's husband kind of just took control and just started ramming her asshole. So much so where like I legitimately could not do a fucking thing. I couldn't move. I just sat there with my hands like up above my collarbone. And I'm just like, okay, am I scared? Am I nervous? Am I going to make it out of this alive? He was pounding her asshole that hard.
Yeah, listen, I think this is how they normally have sex. They like rougher sex. Okay?
No, I totally get it. And that's fine.
I could just picture your little face just like...
I just was not expecting him to take control and just go to Pound Town like that fast and furious. I was just along for the ride, even though I was allegedly being ridden. Like, I think my penis came out, and I wasn't about to try to put that thing back in because of like how furiously he was going to town.
Pounding that pussy.
If you need any reference for how my face looked, Google a Key and Peele skit where he goes mattress shopping. And in the very last frame, he's holding a stuffed animal against the wall and he's scared. That is how my face looked. All at the same time, your best friend, is saying, just come in my pussy, Adam. Just come in my pussy. I'm wearing a condom, but I don't even know if my penis was inside of her. I think it was just more so like rubbing her clit at this point. Because I think it had come out. I don't even know. That's how like furiously fast he was fucking her asshole. So then after the DP, we're all kind of done. It's very evident that there will be no second round involving me during that particular time. And so we all just like go to the bathroom individually, clean up, make small talk, and then I go home to you.
And you came home. Let me tell you, he walks in to the kitchen or the living room, wherever the hell I'm at. And his face is just looks like he's been mind blown. Okay.
Yes.
That's what he looks like. And he's like, I can't believe that just happened.
For like a month.
Yeah, he said it for like a whole month. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that happened.
And then
you were so bewildered.
I still am bewildered. I mean, number one, she's hot as fuck. Number two, she's your best goddamn friend.
And we're still best friends, okay?
Yeah, we were at their house the other night.
Yeah, it was great.
But like for the next month, I would just randomly be like, holy shit, I fucked your best friend. And then you, oh man, you would joke about it too. You'd pretend to be mad at me and I'd be like, what'd I do? And you'd be like, my best friend.
But it was all in a joking manner. Like, I wasn't upset. Like, our friendship didn't change at all. The dynamic was still the same.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was. Like,
well, that's not the only joke that you said about it.
What? What other joke?
You said something along the lines of, I can't believe I asked her to be my maid of honor and then you fuck her. You said something like that.
In a joking manner.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It wasn't serious.
I know. And I prefaced that by saying you said another joke. So this is probably going to be a 2-3-part episode. So thank you for listening to us ramble and ramble and ramble and tell funny stories while also telling you sexy stories. So that's going to do it for this episode. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at TNR Podcasts. That is plural. You can find us on fullswapshop.com. That's where you can buy our merch. All these links will be down in the description below.
Bye.
Go Hawks.